Hey guys, it's Peter Day here. I'm actually driving to get a haircut and I've got about 15 minutes, so I thought I'd record some training. Now this is the first time I'm kind of doing it from the car, and there's no particular reason I'm doing it from the car other than just making the best use of my time. I think it's important as an entrepreneur to definitely make the best use of your time, right? Like if you're working 9 to 5, sometimes I'm taking a lot of business calls in the car, and it's just like I'm a big fan of just really making the use of kind of every hour, every minute of the day. And we've kind of always been like that. Tyler and I have never been the type of folks that just like sit around and kind of watch TV all day, and I think that kind of that discipline has gotten us pretty successful. I think there's stats out there that like the average American watches something like, it's ridiculous. I think the internet says the average American watches like 20 hours a week of like TV. I mean, to be completely honest, like my brother and I probably watch like 0 hours a week of TV. We spend time working on our business and we're not messing around. And when we're not doing the business, we're hanging out with family and just traveling and having fun and stuff. So let's get to the training here. This training here is for mostly a beginner, or I guess intermediate person who is kind of struggling in the industry, because I think that there's two groups of people. I think there's people in the industry that are just very, very advanced, people that are making 7 figures a year in revenue in their affiliate marketing business at least, and there's kind of that category of people that are just crushing it in a super significant way. And then there's another group of people that are struggling. There are quite a lot of people who are just getting started. And then I want to tell a little bit about our story, because I think a lot of people look at us, and at this point of time, Tyler and I we're about 8 years into our entire journey of internet marketing, affiliate marketing. At the time of recording this video, we're about 8 years in. So people look at us and say, oh, you guys are doing so much volume, have so many campaigns running at the same time and stuff like that. But the fact is, it didn't start with much of a bang at all. So about 8 years ago, Tyler and I were in college, and we struggled for about 3 years to make any money in internet marketing, affiliate marketing whatsoever. And that's the point of this video, is I'm going to share with you 4 kind of components that got us to be successful. So the first thing that was the main breakthrough for our success was specifically finding a mentor. So Tyler and I were about 2.5 years into our journey of internet marketing, and we joined some affiliate networks that were pretty mainstream that you could just find on any kind of review site. We just kind of joined like the top 5 affiliate networks that are out there, and we just couldn't figure out how to make it profit. Like we tried some different offers, like rent-to-own offers. There's nothing wrong with rent-to-own. We actually succeeded pretty well with rent-to-own kind of after we got some training, but we were trying to make it work with rent-to-own offers. We tried different like pet offers. We tried sweepstakes offers, the BizOff, the paid surveys. We tried so many offers, and we just couldn't figure out just how to possibly make a good profit. And essentially, my brother had this idea. So my brother saw someone post on their Facebook wall that they were having success. The person was posting screenshots of their success, and my brother came up with this idea that we should contact this individual for some one-on-one coaching, because we had really been struggling. Some months we were profitable, but then other months during the first 2 years of our journey, we were not profitable. So at the end of the day, we were profitable sometimes, but then we lost money other times, and it was kind of getting nowhere. I want to say, I take that back. Getting nowhere isn't really, we were getting somewhere. We were learning, but just no real just no real breakthrough in terms of being able to do it full time. I think most people, when I talk to people at conferences and at live events and even events that we've hosted ourselves or with Charles No or someone, the main thing that people want that are getting started is to be able to do it full time. That's kind of the main, kind of 9 out of 10 people have told us that. And so in order to do this full time, you can't be relying on just one ad campaign. Let's say you get really successful at promoting solar or something on Facebook. You can't expect to quit your job and go full time just because you have a solar campaign running on Facebook. Is just like almost like insanity. I mean, it's just like, if that's the only thing. So in order to go full time, you have to have a lot of campaigns going at the same time so that you feel comfortable quitting your day job. So if you have maybe 5 or 10 campaigns going at the same time, maybe you have multiple traffic sources, you have an email list, maybe you're running some push traffic or YouTube or native ads or something in conjunction with your Facebook, or you just have a lot of email data. You've got to have some kind of diversity to be able to take that leap and go full-time in your business. So going back to what I was saying, my brother and I wanted to go full-time, so that was our goal as well, and we were struggling, and my brother saw this guy post on his Facebook wall. And the guy was just posting screenshots like, hey, I did $1,000 a day, and he wasn't showing any offers that he was running. He was just kind of bragging, I guess. And I think he was actually trying to sell a training course. That's what he was doing. He was trying to sell a CPA Marketing Training course, and he was posting all these screenshots to convince people to get excited about buying his course. So what we did was, my brother came up with this idea. He said, forget the course, because my brother wanted to kind of do a larger package. So my brother contacted this individual, and the individual's not doing coaching anymore, so there's no point of kind of mentioning his name. But my brother contacted him, and my brother said, look, we're interested in your course, but could you put together a package? We want some one-on-one coaching as well. So we ended up paying this individual about $10,000, and the individual gave us login to his course. So we got the course, which was actually a good course. It was worth the money. We got the course, but then the other $7,500, I think he had a course that was priced at like $2,500, and then the other $7,500 went towards the one-on-one coaching. And essentially we got quite a lot out of the course, but then the one-on-one coaching was impactful, because in the one-on-one coaching, the mentor showed us exact offers that he was running. He showed us exact campaigns he was running. He showed us exact traffic sources. He basically showed us some exact things he was doing, and it was almost like cookie cutter. My brother and I basically implemented the exact campaigns. So it happened to be a rent-to-own campaign is what he showed us. So we implemented this rent-to-own campaign on Facebook, and we started, I mean, it was pretty much immediately profitable, and we were making money within like a week or two, and more money than we had ever made in a single month prior whatsoever. So if I were to break down this video into kind of 4 tips that a new person should do, I think the first tip is to find a mentor and pay for some one-on-one coaching. But you got to be careful and pick the right mentor, because I think Tyler and I got a little bit excited about the fact that the first mentor taught us a lot, and we ended up reaching out to a second person on Facebook. There was a second guy on Facebook that was posting screenshots of his success. And the second guy pretty much completely scammed us. He wanted us to pay through like Google Wallet or something, and it ended up being a complete scam. He basically just took our money and disappeared and didn't train us at all. So you got to be very careful. You can't just find anyone on Facebook that's posting results and expect them not to scam you. You have to get trained by someone who looks pretty reputable and who you feel like you can trust and stuff. So our first mentorship opportunity with this one guy proved successful. It was actually probably one of the biggest catalysts to actually get our business successful. And the second guy that we asked for training about 2 months later completely scammed us for $2,000, and I was able to file a chargeback through Google Wallet, but they only gave $1,000 back out of the $2,000. I'm glad I got something. But this individual is just like terrible. I should have done more due diligence. When I looked into the second individual that scammed us, he had like a criminal record, and the whole thing was terrible. But so this is, I'm just really talking real life here, right? We're driving. I'm like 8 minutes away from the haircut, and this stuff is our story. This stuff happens, okay? So there's scammers out there, and there's real legit people that can give you a personal training. So the 4 tips in this video are: number 1, get mentorship, get personal training, but you obviously have to choose the right person to get personally trained from, or you could maybe get scammed. The second tip is to buy a course, because that's what we did. We bought this guy's course. We ended up buying a lot of courses actually after that. We bought courses on how to run different traffic sources, and we attended live events, which is my third tip. So the first tip is find a personal mentor. The second tip is to buy courses to learn. So if you notice a theme, almost every single one of these tips is learning, because the first tip is get a mentor, the second tip is buy courses, and the third tip is to attend live events. Tyler and I have been attending quite a lot of live events. I mean, live events have been a huge catalyst for our business in the last couple of years. We've gotten a lot of business partnerships from live events. We've gotten a lot of exclusive campaigns. We've met other affiliates at live events that have kind of shared details about how they're promoting things. The actual ROI from live events have been in the multiple 7 figures for us in the last 2 years. So the third tip is to be attending live events. The fourth tip is to network with other affiliates. There was a point of time where Tyler and I built a really good friendship with a couple other affiliates about 3 years ago, and we were really just chatting a lot on Skype, over the phone, and it was just kind of a friendship relationship with these other affiliates, and we learned so much. They taught us how to do certain things on Facebook ads, and they taught us some tricks and stuff on promoting image ads on Facebook and carousel ads on Facebook. It was just a great win-win kind of mutual sharing relationship, and the outcome of that was really successful. One second here, kind of some traffic I got to maneuver. That was really successful, that point of time, and I think Tyler and I have been a little bit too kind of busy lately to be kind of like just chatting it up with all these other affiliates, but it's not something that we're closed to. We're still open to those kind of relationships. But during that period of time when we were just kind of developing these friendships with these 2 other affiliates, we learned a lot, and we were exchanging a lot of information back and forth. So I was basically helping them with a lot of email marketing stuff that was helping them, and they were helping me with a lot of Facebook stuff, because Tyler and I were newer to Facebook 3 years ago. Actually, Tyler and I started mostly on search engines and email marketing and stuff, so the Facebook was newer for us 3 or 4 years ago. So this relationship, just being able to network with these other affiliates, being able to essentially exchange knowledge, was extremely beneficial to our business, and it was obviously beneficial enough to their business to want to kind of exchange this information back and forth. So let's review the 4 tips, and then I'm going to wind up this video. And if you like these videos and want to see more of them, definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. So go over to YouTube and subscribe to it with your Gmail. You should get notifications whenever we post new videos. And just keep following our blog, Optimize to Convert. We have a Facebook community called Affiliates Ask Anything. So just go to Facebook and type in affiliates ask anything, and if you apply to our group and just type in that you are an affiliate marketer and give us a little bit of your story, we'll accept you to the group. So there's a lot of ways to kind of get trained here in terms of just free training as well. So let's review the 4 tips, and then we're going to wind it up, and we'll record a video in a week or so on more affiliate marketing strategies and training and stuff. So here's the 4 tips. Number 1 is personal mentor. You got to find the right one that's going to give you value, that you know and trust, that's not going to scam you. One more tip with the personal mentor. I really recommend that if you do get a personal mentor, I recommend you actually put together an outline ahead of time what you guys plan to be training on. So a mistake we made with a few personal coachings is we just paid them like a couple $1,000, but there was no agenda. They just like trained us for an hour and they're like, okay, we're done. And it's like, really? So what we're doing now with personal coaching is if we get someone to personally coach us, we actually want them to put together a bullet by bullet outline of what the agenda is going to be on the coaching. Like, what's the first call going to be about? What's the second call going to be about? How many hours is this coaching? So like, my recommendation is don't just pay someone a couple $1,000, because they could still screw you by just training you for like 1 hour and just like taking your money. So with personal coaching, you have to find someone you trust and feel like is trustworthy, even if you don't know them. You just kind of gotta, I guess, use your gut feeling or something and just do some due diligence about the person. Make sure they do have a good reputation in the industry, and make sure that when you do get trained, there's an outline. How many hours is this training supposed to be? Specifically, what are they going to train you on? What are they going to show you? What are they not going to show you? Make sure that that's planned out before you pay them, so that when you pay them, you're not going to get kind of screwed over. You're going to get exactly what you kind of expect. So that's my kind of final tips right now on the personal mentorship. Number 2 was buy courses. Buy courses from people that have a very good reputation in the space. People like Charles, people like ourselves, obviously. Tim Bird is honestly a good guy. We've bought in some of the iStack trainings and stuff. So there's a lot of people that you can get courses from, and Tyler and I have gotten courses from all these people. Step 3 is to attend live events, and I kind of said step 3 there, but honestly, these are not in any particular order they're not in any order. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 4, be building relationships with other affiliates where you can have a sharing relationship where you show them things and they show you things. And if you do that, my final tip right now for that is that you need to be sharing enough information, because if you just go to someone and you're just trying to leech off of them, they're going to stop sharing information, I think, potentially pretty quick into the relationship. So the reason why these mutual relationship things work for us is because they were teaching us about Facebook and we were teaching them what we knew about email. So we would literally have calls where we just taught each other stuff about Facebook and email, and there was a lot of just equal sharing going on. So just make sure you come to the table prepared to share. If you're doing that kind of thing with other affiliates, just trust me, I know other affiliates that just trying to leech off of someone else and, hey, teach me what you know about Facebook, teach me what you know about this, and then they have nothing in return. And the issue there is that the person's just going to get ticked off probably and just say, hey, this is just ridiculous, this is just turning into me just private coaching for free or something. So those are the 4 tips, guys. Stay tuned for more training videos. In the meantime, just go through our blog, Optimize to Convert, and keep watching all of the past free training videos there. And watch out for something in the next 4 weeks. We have a special launch coming up in the next 4 weeks. If you're watching this video, maybe the launch is over if you're watching it kind of significantly later in time. But at the time that I'm recording this video, there is a launch coming. I can't say too many details because we have a partner on the launch who you guys are well familiar with. But keep an eye out for this launch. You'll be seeing a lot of buzz about it in the community and on our blog and on the internet and different places most likely. So keep an eye out for that. And apart from that, we will just see you in the next training video. And I hope all this stuff does take your business to the next level. And leave your comments below. Guys, we'll talk soon. This is Peter, and talk soon. Have a great day. Bye.